Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. Thanks for joining us here on Northern Life. I'm Ryan Haff, and look who we got here. We have Northern News Now's Briggs LaSavage. Briggs, appreciate you filling in for Hunter.
Yeah, absolutely. No problem. I always love filling in on Northern Life. And anywhere that I can be inside doing my job today, I'm fine with it. As long as you don't ask me to go outside.
I know. I was talking to the Aldi cashier the other night, and he was like, yeah, it's almost quitting time. But I'm like, then you have to leave this nice air-conditioned building. Why would you want to go outside? Yeah.
I know. Some of our coworkers have been talking about they don't have air conditioning in their homes, like a lot of people across the Northland. You know, there's so many older homes. The house I live in right now is actually the first house I think I've ever lived in that has had air conditioning. So I feel like I'm living large. Yeah, and Harry feels like he's living large too, because that fluffy boy of mine, he does not enjoy the heat. So he's just kind of holed up in the basement on the extra cool floor.
Couldn't even imagine being that dog with that much fur and not having air conditioning. So hopefully everybody out there is doing all right. You know, with the heat we have been experiencing, wanted to point out kind of a wild headline we saw from our Twin Cities sister station. Check out this headline. Don't know if I've ever seen these words in a row, but extreme heat will continue to harass the state of Minnesota through Thursday. Honestly, that's very fitting for how it's been feeling so far this week.
I feel harassed, and I would like to put a restraining order, I think, against this heat, because it's just like several days of it in a row. This past weekend I was out in like central Minnesota, kind of in the Brainerd area for my sister's bachelorette party. Super fun, but it was hot, and luckily we were right there on a lake, so we got to get out on the boat, hop in the water. But like what do you do if you don't live in Minnesota with all these lakes? Like, what do people in like the southern U.S. do if they just live in like the non-lakey area?
And you just got to sit in it too. I mean, like, even I get out of the shower and then I go to get into my car, I'm like, I'm already sweating. I don't even know how you do this the entire day. But we did have an awesome comment posted on our Facebook post recently. So if you're not a fan of this heat, just remember, we do have winter that's coming soon. Linda was super real on our post, told us when it's 40 below in winter, we're not liking it. And when it's 100 degrees in the summer, we hate that too. So yeah, we like to complain here in the Northland, Linda.
That's true. We just can't win. I was thinking the same kind of thing. I'm like, man, it's like I love summer, but then I don't love it when it gets like this. I love winter, and I don't love it when it gets to be negative 40 or whatever.
So I like the fall. I like those that week of fall that we enjoy so much. Well, back during our 4 p.m. show this past Monday, our team was marking the 90th anniversary of the start of Minnesota's worst heat wave, which began July 4th, 1936 in southern Minnesota. It spread to the north over the next couple weeks, but the temperatures then soared over 100 degrees. And this photo from the Minnesota Historical Society showed just how bad it was. People deciding to sleep outside on their blankets just to beat the heat. Also, it just happened to be a terrible time for the country too. It was in the midst of the Great Depression. It was also suffering from severe drought as well. So 1936 has something to say about the heat we've been experiencing this week.
Yeah, shoot. Clearly, it could always be worse. Man, and they didn't have air conditioning, I'm sure, back in the day.
No, I saw another photo too. As NPR, they did an article on it about 10 years ago on the 80th anniversary, but they had folks inside with fans that were on top of these huge ice blocks. And so trying to push some of that cold air across the office. Yeah.
Man.
Whatever it takes.
Yeah. Well, coming up on today's show, we're going to bring you another Does It Work product with Rachel Hackbarth that's perfect for the golfer in your life. Okay, Ryan's probably going to want to.
That's why I got the shirt on.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you can tell there's golfers on my shirt.
Oh, that's cool.
So, yeah, I knew Rachel was bringing the golf. I thought I'd bring the golf
Ryan
too.
better too. And we're going to show you the top-ranked ice cream shops to try out in Minnesota too. These ones are like vying for a national contest. I saw this story, and I'm now going to have to go and add all of them to my list immediately because they do look very good.
I'm going to have to try every single ice cream shop across Minnesota, just just for national recognition, of course. But you know what I learned today? How in the world, we were here for the Yorktown show. We were in Hayward, Wisconsin. How is Hayward, Wisconsin not the official muskie capital of the world?
I thought it was.
It's not, because apparently, I found this online, there's actually a decades-long legal reason for it. So the title actually belongs to a different Wisconsin town, Boulder Junction. They trademarked the slogan after first using it in the 1940s. However, Hayward challenged that claim, arguing, of course, they're home to the world record muskie. But after years of appeals, the U.S. Patent Office stepped in, ruling in Boulder Junction's favor way back in 1971. So today, Boulder Junction, Wisconsin proudly holds the only official trademark for the title of Muskie Capital of the World.
Yeah, well, that right there, that's a sad muskie statue if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, you ever seen the one in Hayward?
It's tiny.
Yeah, you need a bigger one.
Junction, come on.
Yeah, so maybe we'll have to stop by Boulder Junction sometime, but Hayward, you deserve it in our opinion. Yeah. Well, hey, let's talk about some entertainment news. Netflix rolling the dice on a new game show based on a popular board game. The streaming giant announcing it is working on a Monopoly competition series that will come out in fall 2027. Love Monopoly. The show is going to immerse 12 players in a real life-size Monopoly town square inspired by the game. And the winner is going to take home a $2 million prize. And guess what? It can be you, Briggs LaSavage. You could try out, and they are accepting online applications for players.
Oh, I see. So it's kind of like it's a game show, but like anybody can apply to be on it. Oh, I thought it was like a movie or something.
Oh, no, yeah. It'll be a game show series, so you'll be like stepping on the board kind of as that player, you know?
Okay. Yeah. I was never very good at Monopoly, though, so I can never remember the rules. You know, it's not even that complicated. But Netflix is doing interesting things lately. Yeah. They've got a lot of games on there. There was like a really scary game where you could like immerse yourself in like a horror house. Did you see that?
No, I've been liking those too. Are you talking about the ones you can play like on your phone?
Is that what it is? Yeah. I have no idea. I don't click on it because it looks too scary. I can't.
There are a couple, like if you have a couple people over, we had like 3 or 4 people over at our apartment for game night.
Oh, fun.
And there's a couple games that you can join in on your phone and then play on the TV through the Netflix app.
That must be what I'm looking at. But they got all the podcasts and stuff too, so Netflix is where it's at.
Yeah, they're living large. Well, hey, before we head to break, could flip phones be making a comeback? Remember your first flip phone?
Oh, yes, I do. Yeah. It was pink. It was very cute.
Motorola Razr. Well, hey, some teens in Canada trading smartphones for simpler device to cut down on screen time. And one 17-year-old says ditching social media has actually improved his well-being. And a small study found participants reported lower stress and anxiety after making that switch. Retailers also say more young people and parents out there now purchasing flip phones once again.
Yeah, I would take a flip phone. I don't like having everything like at my fingertips. It's convenient, but it's also, exhausting.
You're too accessible.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, hey, coming up here on Northern Life, the best ice cream in Minnesota tries to make it on the national spotlight. We'll be back on Northern Life.
Welcome back, everybody. If you're looking for a sweet summer road trip, well, you don't even have to leave Minnesota.
Yeah, Jeff Wagner taking us to 3 popular ice cream shops.
Hi, what can I do for you?
3 Minnesota ice cream shops are getting a chance to prove they're the best in the country.
Would you like that in a cup or a cone?
Cup and Cone in White Bear Lake.
Small cup of twist, chocolate vanilla.
Grand Old Creamery in St. Paul and Pump House Creamery in Minneapolis have all been selected for a 64-shop fan-voted tournament to crown America's best ice cream. The bracket consists of shops across the U.S. who were all selected based on their social media presence and popularity.
It's just kind of an affirmation of doing some really cool stuff every single day.
At Cup and Cone, that means decades of serving soft serve. At Grand Old Creamery, it's a family tradition built on homemade recipes.
All of our ice cream's homemade. It's been like that for over 40 years now. It's kind of a family business.
Over at Pump House Creamery, local ingredients and creative flavors have earned a loyal following.
It's a very small operation, so it's really cool to be recognized on a bigger level like that. We try to use local ingredients from Minnesota.
It's those little details that customers say keep them coming back.
They pay attention to the ingredients that they're using, and they seem to put a lot of love and care in their ice cream, and it comes across in the flavors, and they have fun flavors.
I'm a banana marshmallow shake guy, which is fantastic.
To be the best ice cream place in the United States is something we strive for every single day. So we just hope we're nationally recognized.
Voting begins July 16th and continues through August 2nd at the64.com. With photojournalist Nick Luneman, Jeff Wagner, WCCO News.
Those all look like good places. I grew up going to Grand Old Creamery. We were St. Paul, at St. Thomas. You probably stopped by.
Oh, yeah, I sure did. It was delicious. Any ice cream spot I just think is the best, including many here in the Twin Ports area. Gotta love Creamery. Crank and Dasher makes their own ice cream, too, and I'm sure there's so many others. But down in the Twin Cities, that was a big one for St. Thomas folks. Venture on down on Grand Avenue and get a little ice cream.
Ice cream's so good. Yeah, big shout out to Love Creamery too. We were talking during the story too. Sometimes I see those vegan options on their board. I'm like, I don't know if I'd be a big fan, and I have it and go, that was fantastic.
I just had a really good flavor from there recently called, it was like banana chip. I love anything banana flavor, but that was one of the best ice creams I've ever had in my entire life. It was so good.
Yeah, shout out to all you wonderful ice cream shops for helping us out during these hot summer days. Well, hey, big news for Olive Garden fans. You a big Olive Garden fan, Briggs?
I did request to go there for a birthday several times in my youth.
All right. Well, hey, never-ending Pasta Pass is beginning once again. The Italian casual dining chain bringing back the coveted pass for the first time since 2019, entitling customers to 13 weeks of unlimited pasta, breadsticks, and more. And the passes are $100 plus tax, but you have to act fast because Olive Garden is only selling 10,000 of those total passes, and they sold out within minutes. hits back in 2019, and so fans, you can begin purchasing yours 1 p.m. this Thursday, pastapass.com.
Cool. I don't remember that being a thing back whenever they sold those last, but that's a good idea. That's pretty much what I get, like when I go to Olive Garden. Probably most people do, but I really actually like the soup, the all-you-can-eat soup, the Zuppa Toscana, I think it is. It's with the potatoes. So good.
It's so
and then
good.
just the breadsticks that just keep coming. And you used to work at Olive Garden.
I used to work at the Olive Garden here in town after, or it was during college. It was one of the summers, and I was a busboy. And the deal for us workers at the time, I don't know if it's still a deal, it was $1.11, all you could eat pasta, soup, breadsticks before
like your
or
employee
after.
discount?
Yep, before or after your shift. So obviously I did it after, because I don't know if I would have gotten through my shift if I did it before.
Fall asleep or something.
Would have carbo loaded right into a nap. Well, hey, let's. We all the time we hear about random acts of kindness and how they bring so much joy to others. And this one we're going to talk about comes wrapped in yarn.
Very cool. Handmade toys have been popping up in one town, and no one knew who was behind that kind gesture until now. Tina Kraus has the story.
In the quiet English village of Hartford, a mystery has been unraveling for more than 2 years.
They just keep popping up everywhere.
I think it's like maybe not even a real person.
Someone leaving hundreds of handmade surprises all around the neighborhood that children can't wait to find.
Found it!
Little is known about the hands and heart behind them.
It says, I am not lost.
I am alone. If you would like me,
please take me home.
Each note signed by
Granny H.
Also known as 90-year-old June Hood, who took up knitting to ease anxiety.
And it's really good mental therapy. The time just flies by, you know, when I'm knitting. I can just imagine the little faces lighting up.
You just need 2 more, Grandma, please.
Her grandson Matthew is her helper, finding the right spot for all of her treasures.
It's making little kids' days, and they're all very grateful for it.
Kids like Callie and Elsie and Ruben, who found this guy right outside his home.
On the driveway.
They're about to turn the tables on Granny H.
It's all the kids that found your teddies, Grandma.
With a surprise party to celebrate her generosity in her 90 years of life.
I'm glad someone found it.
I can't thank everybody enough for recognising what my mum does. She's got a heart of gold.
I think this is the best thing that's ever happened in my 90 years. Thank you.
After years of giving, Granny H is finally getting the love right back. Tina Kraus, CBS News, London.
Welcome back, everybody. What a sweet story. You'll love to see that group of kids so happy, too.
So cute.
Oh,
and that lady was so happy.
Yeah. I bet
Best thing in her 90 years.
I know. I bet her heart is so full. Well, hey, it's not just grade schools that are thinking about banning cell phones. The University of Chicago Law School taking a new approach to AI in the classroom. Beginning this fall, first-year law students will be banned from using their phones, tablets, or laptops during class. School officials say the policy is designed to help students develop critical thinking and problem-solving skills without having to rely on AI.
Sure. I guess I see it, but like that's got to be hard, especially if you're in law school. I'm assuming you're taking a lot of notes, and to write them down by hand, like that's a lot of work. But maybe it helps you retain it a little bit better too if you're writing it down.
Sure, for sure. Yeah, I can't use AI in the courtroom as of yet, so
True.
you know, probably would make you a better lawyer, I would assume. Also, I saw a funny post on it was one of the social media platforms the other day. It was like talking about how the two of us went to college during a time where there wasn't AI.
Yeah.
It's the new saying, you know, as our parents used the walking to school uphill both ways. That's kind of the
when I was in school,
the modern take. We had no AI back in school, so do with that what you will. Well, let's get to this week's Does It Work. Anyone who goes golfing knows that it's easy for your golf clubs to get dirty.
Yeah, so today Rachel Hackbarth is trying a new device that promises to easily clean your equipment for today's Does It Work.
Golfing isn't just a hobby for Cody Ratcliffe, it's a part of his job at Golf Slice, so he likes to make sure his clubs are always ready to go.
I got a club scraper. Once you get your clubs muddy, kind of just scrape off, and then hopefully that's good enough for you. You got to kind of add some liquid to it every now and then.
Could this work better for him? It's the Mosty Golf Club and Ball Cleaner. It costs $19.99. The makers claim this portable small pouch transforms into a cleaning kit because of its textured fabric that lines the inside.
Well, have you ever seen one of these before?
I have.
What are your thoughts just from looking at it?
I think it's good. I think you can get some moisture in here. It'll kind of clean the mud and the dirt off.
Speaking of dirt.
Okay, so we got some dirt there.
We just need to add some moisture to our product.
So pour it in there like that. Just kind of swash this around.
I mean, it looks clean to me.
Looks pretty clean to me,
Okay,
too.
that's good.
I don't know, it's a pretty good deal there. Let's see.
Just to be safe, we get this club a little dirtier.
Okay, so we'll try this again here.
Okay, there you
awesome. Yep, so we'll go ahead and pop it in there. See if the moisture will get it all clean. Cleans it thoroughly there.
And there it is, clean once again. Cody's a fan.
No, I think it works great. I think I definitely add this to the bag for sure.
For Does It Work, I'm Rachel Hackbarth.
A lot of questions about that setup.
Yeah.
Rachel having a drink in her hand, and but it does look like a good tool. As Briggs was pointing out too, you could likely, if you are able to put water in it, you could also clean your golf balls probably. In
Yeah. My question: what do you do if you don't have something like that and you need to clean off your club? Do you just kind of like wipe it off?
Sometimes, hopefully the grass is wet. You can like kind of glide in the grass to get most of it off. Usually, just have a normal towel.
Yeah.
And then sometimes, if you're a really big time golfer, sometimes you spit on your club and then you wipe it in there. So
gross. Yeah. Does it
I don't do that part. Yeah.
Does it make a big difference if you have like dirt on your club or your ball to hit it right?
It does, but I'm not good enough to notice the difference. Sure. So as long as it's mostly clean, usually you want your grooves to be very clean to like strike the ball better.
Yeah.
But like I said, it doesn't matter too much to me. Right. In entertainment news, Disney's live-action Moana may have topped the box office, but it is being called a disappointment.
Oh, no.
Analysts say
Sad.
the remake opened well below expectations because audiences are experiencing live-action remake fatigue. So it sounds like folks didn't want to see the same story over again, Briggs.
Oh man, I wanted to see that, so I'm sad. I'm still gonna go.
You can give us your review if you go.
I will.
Yeah. We'll talk about big news from Minnesota athlete after the break.
Welcome back, everybody. Coming up tomorrow here on Northern Life, we're going to be joined by the executive director of AgeWell Arrowhead. We'll hear more about the services they provide and how people can volunteer with them as well. They're very involved in the community. So I'm excited to hear about what they have to say.
And I believe this could be a huge Northern Life throwback. I believe AgeWell Arrowhead was the group that we worked with when we went out to Super One and collected groceries and then delivered them. Yeah, so that was a long time ago here on the show.
That was so fun. Yeah, we were zipping around that store.
Yeah, we were checking everything off that list, and it was nice to see too how it impacts folks here in the Northland. Cool. So excited for that conversation. Before we go, Minnesotan Suni Lee making a run at a third Olympics, it sounds like. The American gymnastics star and Minnesota native announced she is returning to the sport about 2 years out from the Los Angeles Games, and Lee is the 2020 all-around champion and a 6-time Olympic medalist. She posted a video on Instagram saying she was back in the gym and ready to return to work.
All right, Suni, make us proud in LA. That's so cool. Gymnastics, what a tough sport to be so good for so long. So kudos to all of them, especially Suni Lee, Minnesotans. So cool.
Case in point too, I think we're waiting on that. I think we're potentially waiting on the Simone Biles news too. So we'll see if she ends up making a comeback as well.
Boy, lots to look forward to. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. We love you.
We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great Wednesday.
Find some time to throw a line or just head outside to unwind. That's the life in the great North Woods. Hike or bike, whatever you like. Get out in the day, enjoy the night. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, this is Northern Life.